بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فقد قال الله تبارك وتعالى في القرآن المجيد والفرقان الحميد بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر وجاء في حديث النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أنه قال نعمتان مغبون فيهما كثير من الناس الصحة والفراغ وقال اغتنم خمسا قبل خمس شبابك قبل هرمك وصحتك قبل سقمك وغناءك قبل فقرك وفراغك قبل شغلك وحياتك قبل موتك أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed each and every one of us with numerous and countless blessings. There's one blessing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted you and me, which is unfortunately disregarded. And this is the blessing of time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has granted each and every one of us this great blessing of time. And why is time so valuable? Why is it so important? In the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He takes an oath on time. He says, Wal Asr. On many occasions, He takes oath on all the entities that are linked with time. Wal Fajr, by dawn. Wal Shamsi wa duhaha, the sun. Wal Qamari idha talaha, and by the moon. Wal Layli idha yaghsha, wal Nahari idha tajalla, the night, the day. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes oath on every single thing that is linked to time. So why is time so important? Today if I do a business transaction and this transaction, it doesn't work out, I make a loss, that loss can be regained. I have a job, I lose my job, I can get another job, better paid job. Any kind of loss can be regained. But the asset and the value of time is such that that one breath, that one moment, that 1 second that has passed, no power or might, no wealth, no money can bring that second back. This is how important, how valuable time is. That is why in a hadith, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, نِعْمَتَانِ مَغْبُونٌ فِيهِمَا كَثِيرٌ مِّنَ النَّاسِ. That there are two blessings. There are two blessings that many a people incur a loss. Sihha, good health. A person has good health, he doesn't make the most of it. He's got the ability to do whatever he wants. He wastes that health away. He suffered a loss. Wal faragh, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, the second thing most people incur a loss in is free time. Allah has given many of us, all of us, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given all of us ample free time. If anybody says, I'm too busy, I don't have time, then there will be, you can say there is a lie in this comment. Every single individual, no matter who you are, every single individual has free time. But do we utilize our time correctly or do we waste it? So how is time wasted? We are now, today will be the last day for many, for school holidays will commence. Many of our youngsters will be at home. How is our time wasted in these summer holidays? Number one, we'll sit in front of the TV, we'll put some series on and continue watching. Why are we watching it? No idea. What are we watching? No idea. What are you doing? Oh, I'm just passing time. So number one, time can be wasted by watching things that are not necessary. Number two, time is wasted when we busy ourselves and we make our company with such people that gossip, that backbite, that speak ill of people. Our time is wasted. Not only is it wasted, that time that we use or that we have used incorrectly, it becomes a burden for us. Why? Because we have indulged in sin. Number three, how is time wasted? Social media. Whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. Time is wasted. How? The feed is never ending. We just keep scrolling, keep scrolling. And this is not only something that is in youngsters, in elders. That we sit there on the phone, scrolling away. Why? What are we watching? It's of no benefit. And that thing that does not benefit in this world or the hereafter, that is a burden. It is a waste of time. In a hadith, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, لَيْسَ يَتَحَسَّرُ أَهْلُ الْجَنَّةِ إِلَّا عَلَى سَاعَةٍ مَرَّتْ بِهِمْ لَمْ يَذْكُرُ اللَّهَ تَعَالَى فِيهَا. That the people of Jannah, the dwellers of Jannah, will not regret anything of the world except that moment, that time spent without the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Just imagine, we are in Jannah, a place of eternal happiness, where there is nothing to worry about. But the only thing that is in our mind, that if only I didn't waste my time, if only I spent my time in the correct things, if only I remembered Allah more, I was in the worship of Allah more. This is the only thing a person will regret. In one hadith, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, اغتنم خمسا قبل خمس. That value 5 things before 5 things occur. Value 5 things before 5 things occur. Number 1, شبابك قبل هرمك. My young friends, value your youth before old age. Allah has given you this youth. Utilize this youth in the correct manner. Ask our elders. They will have this desire and this wish that if only I could do this thing. When I was in my prime, when I was in my young, I could do this, but now I can't. Utilize your youth correctly before old age comes, and then you'll wish if only I could do this, but unfortunately you can't. So Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, value your youth before old age. Then Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, صحتك قبل سقمك. That value your good health before ill health. Before you become ill, before sickness befalls you, value your good health. And again, ask people who are in hospital that they will have this desire and wish to do something, but that illness is stopping them, and they couldn't do it before. Why? Because they just didn't do it. So when you have good health, value that good health. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam then says, غِنَاءَكَ قَبْلَ فَقْرِكَ. That value prosperity before adversity. When you are in a financially good position, value that before adversity, before something happens. Value your prosperity. Make sure our wealth is used in the correct manner. Then Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, فَرَاغَكَ قَبْلَ الشُّغْلِ. That value your free time. Value your free time before you become occupied. That you become so occupied, a person has no time for salah, a person has no time for his family, a person has no time for Allah, has no time for anything. Value your free time before you become occupied. And lastly, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, حَيَاتَكَ قَبْلَ مَوْتِكَ. That value your life before death comes to you. Value your life before death comes to you. And this is a reality that every one of us has to face. And when will this reality come to us? Nobody knows. Every single one of us has to face the angel. But we have to be prepared for this. The life Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, value this life. Do not let it waste away. Imam Ghazali rahmatullahi alayhi, he gives a parable, an example. He says there is a man, he's running. There's a lion chasing him, continuously running. He sees a well, he jumps in the well. There's a rope hanging, he hangs onto the rope, and he's thinking, I'm saved. He looks down, there's a big serpent, a big snake with his mouth wide open. He looks up, he sees a lion. He's holding onto this rope, this only thing that's saving his life. And then he sees a black mouse and a white mouse. These two mice come and start nibbling away at this rope. All this is happening around him. In front of him he sees honey. The sweetness of this honey, this desire to taste this honey. He puts his hand in that honey. He forgets about the lion, he forgets about the serpent. He forgets about the rope that is being nibbled away at. The parable is that the lion is the death that is chasing us. Every moment that passes by, every minute of our life, death is calling us. It is saying, I'm coming. I am coming, I'm very close. The serpent, the snake, this is the grave. It is calling on us daily. Either it is a garden of Jannah, Allah grant us the garden of Jannah, or it is either a pit of hell. The rope is his life, and the black mouse is night, the white mouse is day, nibbling away at your life. And the honey is the world. A person is in deception of this world, thinking that no problem, my death can wait, the grave can wait, my life no problem, I've got plenty time left. But life will finish. Only recently, we are all aware, our beloved Imam of Eldon Street Masjid passed away. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant him the highest abode in Jannah. There is no guarantee. There is no guarantee in life. So value this life Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given. Hasan Basri rahmatullah, he says that Yabna Adam, innama anta ayyam. That, O son of Adam, you are but a few days. إِذَا ذَهَبَ يَوْمٌ ذَهَبَ بَعْضُ. That when one day passes by, a part of you has finished, and that part of you will never return. Finishing off with one hadith of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, إِرْتَحَلَتِ الدُّنْيَا مُدْبِرًا. As every single day, every single minute, every single second and moment that passes by, the dunya, the world is coming closer and closer to its end. وَارْتَحَلَتِ الْآخِرَةُ مُقْبِلَةً. And as every single moment passes, the akhirah, the hereafter, is coming closer and closer to its arrival. Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he says, وَلِكُلِّ وَاحِدَةٍ مِّنْهُمَا بَنُونَ. And they both, the dunya and the akhirah, both have sons. فَكُونُوا مِنْ أَبَنَاءِ الْآخِرَةِ. Become the sons of the akhirah. Those who strive for the akhirah. Those who strive to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Those who strive to bring the practice of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in their life. وَلَا تَكُونُوا مِنْ أَبْنَاءِ الدُّنْيَا. Do not become the children of the dunya. Don't be that individual who spends his entire life striving behind the world. And then Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he tells me and you why. فَإِنَّ الْيَوْمَ عَمَلْ وَلَا حِسَابٍ. Today you have got free time. You can do what you want. Today you have got good health. Do what you want. Today you have youth. Utilize your youth as you want. فَإِنَّ الْيَوْمَ عَمَلْ وَلَا حِسَابٍ. Today you can do whatever you want. There is no accountability. Nobody will question you. وَغَدًا. And tomorrow when you wake up and you're in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that time is finished. That good health is finished. Every single thing is finished. وَغَدًا حِسَابٌ وَلَا عَمَلٌ. And tomorrow there is accountability, there is no action. No chance of doing anything. A person will say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَقَالَ رَبِّ ارْجِعُونَ. That, oh Allah, return me. Why? Not so I can go and do some transaction that I forgot. Or I can go and make up with some family that I broke, some ties that I broke. Or I can go and get that job. No. He says, لَعَلِّي أَعْمَلُ صَالِحًا فِي مَا تَرَكْتُ. That's so I can go and do that one good action. I need one good action. Let me go back and let me do that action. Allah will say, كَلَّا. There is no chance of returning. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given me and you this free time. The summer holidays is upon us now. Let it be that our free time especially my youngsters, we utilize this time correctly. Let it not go that these 6 weeks pass and the same we were before, we are the same or worse. Let it be that spiritually, that we become better people. We busy ourselves in coming to the masjid. All the programs that take place in the masjid, take part. This week, inshallah, many Bukhari khatams taking place in Mahadul Shuhada, in Blackburn Darul Uloom, in Abrar Academy. Take part in these programs. These are the things that we can utilize our times correctly. I make dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that first and foremost He grants me the ability and He grants us all the ability to practice what has been said. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Hayya ala salah. Hayya ala salah. Hayya ala falah. Hayya ala falah. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. La ilaha illallah.
الحمد لله الذي قصم بالموت رقاب الجبابرة وكسر به ظهور الأكاسرة وقصر به آمال القياصرة وجعل الموت مخلصا للأتقياء وموعدا في حقهم للقاء فله الإنعام بالنعم المتظاهرة وله الانتقام بالنقم القاهرة وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا ومولانا محمدا عبده ورسوله ذو المعجزات الظاهرة وعلى آله وأصحابه أولي الكمالات الباهرة وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أما بعد، فقد قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم: أكثروا ذكر هذه من لذات الموت. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام: إذا احتضر المؤمن أتت ملائكة الرحمة بحريرة بيضاء فيقولون: اخرجي راضية مرضية عنك إلى روح الله وريحان ورب غير غضبان. وفيه: إن الكافر إذا احتضر أتته الملائكة العذاب بمسح فيقولون: اخرجي ساخطة مسخوطة عليك إلى عذاب الله عز وجل. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام: ويأتيه ملكان فيجلسانه فيقولان له: من ربك؟ فيقول: ربي الله. فيقولان له: ما دينك؟ فيقول: ديني الإسلام. فيقولان له: ما هذا الرجل الذي بعث فيكم؟ فيقول: هو رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. وفيه: فينادي مناد من السماء أن قد صدق عبدي فافرشوه من الجنة وألبسوه من الجنة وافتحوا له بابا إلى الجنة. قال: فيفتح. وأما الكافر فذكر موته وجميع حاله على ضد ذلك. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام: قال الله تعالى: أعددت لعبادي الصالحين ما لا عين رأت ولا أذن سمعت ولا خطر على قلب بشر. الحديث. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام: إن أهون أهل النار عذابا من له نعلان وشراكان من نار يغلي منها دماغه كما يغلي المرجل ما يرى أن أحدا أشد منه عذابا وإنه لأهونهم عذابا. وقال عليه الصلاة والسلام: إنكم سترون ربكم كما ترون هذا القمر لا تضامون في رؤيته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. كل نفس ذائقة الموت ثم إلينا ترجعون. بارك الله لي ولكم في القرآن المجيد، ونفعني وإياكم بالآيات والذكر الحكيم. إنه تعالى جواد كريم ملك بر غفور رحيم، فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الحمد لله يستعينه واستغفره، ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا، من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا بين يدي الساعة. من يطع الله ورسوله فقد رشد، ومن يعصهما فإنه لا يضر إلا نفسه ولا يضر الله شيئا. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك، وصل على المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات، وبارك على محمد وأزواجه وذريته. قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم: أرحم أمتي بأمتي أبو بكر، وأشدهم في أمر الله عمر، وأصدقهم حياء عثمان، وأقضاهم علي، وفاطمة سيد نساء الجنة، والحسن والحسين سيدا شباب أهل الجنة، وحمزة أسر الله وأسر رسوله رضوان الله تعالى عن أجمعين. اللهم اغفر العباس وولده مغفرة ظاهرة وباطنة لا تغادر ذنبا. الله في أصحابي لا تتخذوهم غرضا من بعدي، فمن أحبهم فبحبي أحبهم، ومن أبغضهم فبغض بغضهم. وخير أمتي قرني ثم الذين يلونهم ثم الذين يلونهم. والسلطان المسلم ذو الله في الأرض، من هانه سلطان الله في الأرض هانه الله. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى، وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي، يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون. Kindly straighten the rows, and showing the row in front of you is complete.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله. حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح. قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة. الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله.
بسم الله. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. إن بطش ربك لشديد. إنه هو يبدئ ويعيد وهو الغفور الودود ذو العرش المجيد. فعال لما يريد. هل أتاك حديث الجنود فرعون وثمود
بل الذين كفروا في تكذيب والله من ورائهم محيط بل هو قرآن مجيد في لوح محفوظ. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيد خلق الأنبياء والمرسلين. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام تبارك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. اللهم أعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك. اللهم لا مانع لما أعطيت ولا معطي لما منعت ولا ينفع ذا الجد منك الجد. اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم إنا نسألك الجنة وما قرب إليها من قول وعمل ونعوذ بك من النار وما قرب إليها من قول وعمل. اللهم إنا نسألك من الخير كله عاجله وآجله ما علمنا منه ما لم نعلم ونعوذ بك من الشر كله عاجله وآجله ما علمنا منه ما لم نعلم. اللهم بارك لنا في الموت وفيما بعد الموت. اللهم بارك لنا في الموت وفيما بعد الموت. اللهم بارك لنا في الموت وفيما بعد الموت. اللهم رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. اللهم إنا نسألك من كل خير ما سألك من نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، ونعوذ بك من كل شر ما استعاذ من نبيك محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم. أنت المستعان وعليك البلاغ ولا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين الحمد لله رب العالمين.